Welcome to the Liquor and Life Radio Show, everybody. This is DJ Richie Rich, of course, you know what I'm saying? Every Wednesday we go live. That's on iHeartRadio. The link is down below. This show is going to be a little interesting, telling by the title itself and the thumbnail. Recently, I bought NBA Live 18. I've been playing 2K18 since it dropped. NBA Live 18, I always wanted to try, but then it went down to $10. I was like, why not? So I bought it. I've been playing it for a while, and I can honestly say the graphics are a lot better. The gameplay is a little smoother, quote unquote. The handles, of course, like the joystick for the handles, is pretty great. That's one thing I can say that's better than 2K18. But they threw a lot of Easter eggs within this game. Now, if you play on the one and you play in the streets, which is the same thing as the park on 2K18, you will see a bunch of the daily and weekly challenges. Now, one of the challenges that came out you had to play Iverson, and on side of Iverson, you had Stretch Monroe. Now, if you know who Stretch Monroe is from NBA Streets. Now, the great childhood game that EA Sports put out when they brought on EA Sports Big. And Stretch Monroe was pretty much on Volume 1 and Volume 2, was one of the hardest people to try to play against. And then he's one of the best players to try to play with. He was just so dope to be around and play with, you know what I'm saying? It was just like you couldn't shoot on him, you couldn't drive on him.
Yeah. So the long time, the all time Stretch
in NBA Live 18, playing in the streets. Now that mode is really dope. Now, one thing I do want to see and I really hope for, which is going to be really great. Now, what if they, when I say merge, even back in the day when you had the NCAA March Madness game, and you would play with your player all the way to senior year, and then you can import him into live. Same thing with NCAA football, when you can import your player into Madden, and then when you go to Madden the same year, you put him in, and you can draft him as a rookie, so you don't have to really create your player. Your player stats are already great, and seeing that they have a separate NBA game mode and NBA Streets mode, and it's catered around to my player. I wonder in 2K, in NBA Live 19, if they will just merge them, and that would be so dope if they did that shit. I mean, like, if you were to take your player from NBA Streets, you create him, you make him, he gets really good, get this and get that, get all his street attributes, and if you just want to put him over into the NBA League part, he's already dope. He has that street aspect. He has that rep. He has that everything that comes with it, like a Rafer Austin had when he came from &1 to the NBA. And it would be really dope if you could just sit here and get your street cred up, import him over to NBA Live, and then get your NBA League stuff up. And then you can have the league that's good in basketball and the league that has those handles, that has that attitude, that everything, and then put them over into the streets. So you'll be able to have two games. And I'm pretty sure they'll do a thing to where like you buy one, you get another one discounted or whatever it may be, because because you can merge in between the two. And NBA Live 18 it's really not a bad game. Now, I mean, the menu is pretty simple. You get in, you play, you go. There's some really good cutscenes in there. Not as in depth as 2K did, because Spike Lee kind of set the bar really high when he got on 2K a few years ago. But I feel like NBA Live would be really dope if they did that, and that way you can have more in depth in one game. You can have more space to put more cutscenes, put more of this, put more of that. And since everything is through the cloud or saved on your system, it should just pop up automatically on the other game. So the accessibility of it all would be literally effortless. It'll literally be simultaneous. It'll be instant. So just be able to get the both, and you can have your childhood fun of playing NBA Streets on the new gen as if you had back in the day. Because I mean, home court was pretty dope. You can create your own court, create where you wanted, this and that, create your player on Volume 2. So everything about it was great, and you can have that same aspect in this day and age with this gen, with the whole streets aspect. And you can create your own court, your own area. You can basically not create, but have your own court. Like where you from, you can have your own court in where you're from, especially with the bigger cities, as they did in home court. And then go transfer that into NBA Live, and you can rep where you're from. That way, you know how you have the cutscenes where they talk about when you're in Philly and you talk about the Morris twins, you talk about Iverson. When you go to New York, you talk about everybody at Rucker who played in New York. And it's just one of those things to where you can be the greatest from where you are in your city on your own court and rep that in the game and then in NBA Live. So you be repping you in 2 games, and you be repping basically your rep, your street level, your NBA cred, everything. And it's nothing like bringing like the face of the NBA Live franchise this year, James Harden. Nothing like bringing an NBA Live person or having your own league. You can create your own league. That'll be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like how they have the Drew League, they have Chester Shore League, and then crossover. You can have your own league, put your own logos, how you could back in the old NCAA games. You can put your own logo for your own team on there. You can put that. That'd be great if they put that aspect of the game into the new one. Just the whole thing of having stretch on NBA Live was really great, and that'd be really dope if NBA Live can do that. So please comment, like, share, subscribe, and let's send EA all these messages because they do pay attention to the community. And let's get NBA Live, NBA Streets, the game separate into the next year.
Yeah.